Hi everyone, it's Kathie. Welcome to another card tutorial. Today we're going to feature the June 2018 Paper Pumpkin Kit, and this is the first alternate project. I do have a few more May cards to share, but we'll see if we get to those. All right, I did want to share with you a June card, so here it is. Super easy. Starting off, we're going to use the gold and black twine from the kit. I do have a hooray sentiment there that I peeled back and stuck it onto a black panel, and then I trimmed it out. We'll talk about that a bit later. And I have the It's Your Day sentiment that I stamped out and backed it onto a black panel, a balmy blue card panel that measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, a cake piece, and also a lemon lime twist card base that I cut in half. And to create that curve, I used a peanut butter craft lid. It measures 4 3/4 inch in diameter. And just to give you an idea where I placed it on the card panel there, the right side is at 1 1/2 inches, the left side is at 2 inches, and the center is at 2 3/4. And just for fun, I thought I'd just draw out an actual shape of a hot air balloon. But I decided against it and just go with the original plan just to keep it simple. So we're just going to trim around that curve. Just make sure you have some clean edges. And here's the balmy blue panel, really nice color. And we're just going to place the lemon lime twist balloon piece over top just to gauge to make sure that everything fits. And now we're going to move on to the cake piece. I have smoky slate and I'm thinking if I should do it, but I am. I decided I'm going to tone down that cake a bit because as pretty as it is, I didn't want it to be too red or pink. So I'm also going to shade the sides of this cake piece to give it a little bit of dimension. All right, now we're going to play with that twine. Now I'm cutting out 2 pieces, and one of them is 2 1/2 inches and the longer one is 3 1/2 inches. So I'm just showing it to you, just showing you the outcome actually, because I didn't know how long they were going to be. All right, and then with a pokey stylus, I just poked out 2 holes on each side, and I'm just going to stick the longer twine into those, and then we'll tape it back. And then the shorter twine, we're going to poke a couple more holes like so, and we'll tape those down. And then we're going to attach it to the balloon. Basically, I stuck down the 2 end pieces of the twine, and then I stuck down the inside twine pieces. But when I'm doing this, I do pull on that little basket to make sure that all of the twine pieces are nice and even. So here's where I'm doing a little bit of adjusting, pulling back on the basket to make sure that it looks good. And you want it to be slightly slanted, that basket. So I'm just pulling back just a little bit more. And yes, I think I'm happy with that. And now to attach it, I decided on some dimensionals. So I'm going to stick down the balloon first. Okay, and now we'll do the basket, and we'll take the backs off of the dimensionals now. And then when you stick it down, just pull slightly to get that twine just a bit taut, and then just press down. There, I think that looks pretty cute. All right, so here's that hooray. It just looked a little too dark with the black background. So I did ponder over it a bit, but I decided I'm gonna just use a hooray on its own. So I peeled another one, but I am going to use the sentiment that I created earlier. Of course, I couldn't decide if I want it slanted to go with the hooray, but at the end, it's straight across on that panel. Now, here is the tree builder punch. It is retired, and I decided that it did need a couple of clouds because it was a bit too plain. And these clouds are kind of poofy, so it kind of made the card look a little bit more kiddish, if you will. So if you have some other clouds, or shall we call them adult clouds, then you can very well use them. I was going to draw my own, but I decided to keep it simple for myself and just use those. All right, I stuck it onto a top folding card base, and now here's where I decided that that basket was a little bit too white. You decide. I just colored in the white parts with Sahara sand. And I did go back in with the smoky slate and added a bit more shading on the sides just to darken it up a little bit more. And then I also darken up the inside of that basket too. All right, and then I grabbed the gold sequins from the kit and just stuck 3 of those to finish off the card. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed today's card tutorial. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye for now.